Hey there, my pain freedom friends. Yana Arsenault here from the Pain Freedom Method. I wanted to jump on this morning because I've had a whole slew of new clients come into the Pain Freedom Method, and many of you guys are reaching out, asking questions as to, pain, about it subsiding, having great relief, and then, the pain coming back. Hi, Jennifer. So one of the biggest things when you start the methodology is you really have a lot of aha moments, and it's the same process that I went through when I really was figuring out that, some days I was having really good days, other days I was not having good days in regards to my pain. So, and finding out, when my emotions were heightened and I was trying to suppress them, the pain would become worse. And then there was days that I was having really good days. I was having, I was feeling into the moments of joy and happiness, and I was doing things like moving my body, because as you know me, I love working out and moving, which actually that's what I'm doing right now, which I'll show you towards the end of the video. So I noticed that there was some days that were good and some days that are bad. And when I really started deep diving into those emotions that I really did not want to feel, like, for example, I know, having some issues maybe with a spouse, or, you have a friend or a family member, such as a mother or father, where you feel really restricted and constricted in that space. And I want you to remember that. Restricted and constricted shows up in the body. So as you start moving through these emotions and you get those insights, you then feel the release of pain. You can feel it in your heart center. We feel your heart center open up, because really, truly, you're opening up your heart, because we as individuals who have been through certain situations such as trauma end up building these blocks, or if you want to call walls, so that we feel protected. And for us that have been through, or for you that have been through a situation where you've been through trauma, and as I always say, trauma is very different for every individual out there. So if you've been through trauma, your protective mechanism is building that wall so that you do not feel emotion, because emotion in your mind is dangerous. So going back to the methodology, once you start figuring out what those emotions are and you start moving through them, as I say, you're going to gain relief. And then yes, sometimes that pain will come back because you're still learning how to release and move through the emotion. And we really want to just get it over and done with, but it is a process. It really is truly a process, and it's not something that you learn just overnight. So if you have these situations that do arise, I want you to do a self-check in going back to this video, because remember, it's about moving through the emotion, feeling it, understanding it, and then move through it. So if this video resonates with you, I want you to rewatch it if you just started watching it, because you have to remember, it has taken years upon years upon years to learn what you have learned through repression and suppression of emotions. So it's not something that it's not a quick fix overnight. I know at first everybody gains great relief right at the beginning, but then it's almost like it's an ebb and flow as you learn to weave in and out of what you have habitually learned through belief systems and what emotions you were taught to you don't talk about it. You don't talk about it. You do not feel. You just work and push through life. And that's literally what we have learned in past generations. And you have to remember, everything that you have learned through your imprinting years, which is from in utero to age 7, and even you hear me talk about epigenetics, 15 generations prior to, all of this comes into effect. But for the simplistic terms right now, in utero to 7 years, those are your imprinting years. So when anything that you have learned through parents, siblings, grandparents, your caretakers, that all shows up. You pull it all forward into today. And you may not even realize that you do this, but we all do this. Every single one of us do this. So you have learned this over the years. So it's gonna, and you've learned to create those weaves through your years. Now it's about unraveling the weaves. So right now, if you're watching, I know Jennifer, you're still watching, so absolutely amazing and beautiful. What I want you to do is, if you have somewhere you can get up and move your body. Right now this morning, my children are at the park, which I can actually look past my phone and see them. And I'm just going to show you a view, because this is one of the things for me that brings me joy and happiness in moving my body, because I remember being bedridden. I remember, any movement that I made with my head was jolting and electrifying, literally. So these days I don't have that. So I really honestly take every day as precious moment as possible. And I move my body every single day, multiple times a day. So, and in this environment right now, it's beautiful here. So I'm just going to kind of give you a view of what this looks like. It's all brush and forest back there, but it's absolutely beautiful. And being able to walk on this awesome track with my children in view, it's just gorgeous. So if you're somebody right now that this resonates with, I want you to get up. I want you to get dressed and just head outside. Even just feel the sun on your face. Get outside and feel the air. Move your neck, move your body. Because one of the biggest things that we experience as an individual that has chronic pain is we clench and we do not want to move. So if this is you right now, I want you to get up and move. Anyways, I want to thank you for watching and listening. I hope you have the most amazing day, as that's what journey I'm on today, is having an amazing day. And I'm sending you lots of love. Have a good day, my pain freedom friends.